one of your craziest tattoo travel stories?
Man, it's so weird because I don't know, like tattooing and traveling. I mean, we're all tattooing, so it's not really a lot of crazy shit that can happen.
Doesn't have to be like a story that involves tattooing directly, but like a time you traveled to tattoo and something crazy has happened along the way.
Oh man, I got a ton of these stories. I don't even know where to begin.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, if you want to change a travel story. Oh, dude, I got a couple good ones, but I can't like name names on them.
Drink magazine too. That'd be. I can't say anybody's names. I can't say shit.
It's a pretty good one. Just involves a lot of like partying and late night things that some adult people do.
I mean, I haven't done much, but I did go to LA to tattoo some Instagram models. And I don't think I'm ever doing that again.
So, alright, so I'll blur things out and I'll say it.
Oh my god, I hope they don't see this. It was just a huge waste of time. I didn't get paid. I got a shout out and then like they deleted it 2 hours later. They were like off some shit too. I was there till 4:30 in the morning designing. Like they were just like, I don't know. What do you think I should got? For like 3 hours. I was losing my mind, but like I just wanted exposure. And my flight was at 7 in the morning. It was a really shitty experience. I mean, some of them were nice, but they're just very, all that you can imagine as an influencer in real life, they're just shitty people.
So I went to this place called Iceland and did some tattoos, and I was like making hella money, and it was cool. And then like these people that own the studio, they were chill, and then one day they were like, hey, you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then they're like, we get back and they're like, here's some MDMA, let's pop some MDMA. This chick comes out and his wife's sitting there and she's like stripping, and she like bends over and she has like this diamond like butt plug in her, and he like hands me this laser and he's like pointing the laser at it, and it's just like blinging all this shit. And I just remember I'm just so f***ed up on MDMA, and I'm like, what the f*** is going on? And yeah, so that's probably one of the craziest stories. But after he was like, you wanna f my wife? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I did, and that went to shit because the f***ing lady was just trying to f me all the time and not her husband. And so I'll never go back to Iceland. Ever.
Wow.
Probably my favorite would have to be, and he's gonna love me for saying this, but it's the Cézanne Tattoo Convention in France. It's south of France, so it's really close to Marseille and Cannes. Cannes is like that ritzy, like, you know, like the Cannes Film Festival and whatever, but it's really richy, like richy rich. And there's like, you know, at the beaches, you can go nude, you know? And so you have these women that look like crispy chicken. Dark, crispy with like the fake everything. And I just love it that they own that shit. They're just out, I own it, take a bite of my chicken, I don't know, and just like, ugh, I was like, but I love being around them because they make me feel like, I'm like, oh, I can be regal too one day. You know, I want to be that lady one day. Maybe just be crispy KFC chicken for some young cabana boy that wants to come over and fan me in his little like thong, you know? I'm down.
One of the stories that I have actually pertains to when I traveled here a few days ago. I usually just stick all my equipment in the luggage, not carry-on luggage, but just in my checked bag. The thing that I have noticed happen a lot is if you bring a power supply that has a lot of wires and you put it like all kind of jumbled up like I did, it literally looks like a f***ing bomb in your bag. So prepare to get your luggage searched, not only searched, but they take apart the f***ing power supply. So now I have to f***ing put it together as soon as I get back upstairs before I tattoo today. So that's fun.
Oh my gosh.
The first time that I came in New York, I was in Grit and Glory. I was just to say hi because my friend Boris was working over there, and but it was Harry Potter walking day. And that was crazy for me because, like, yeah, Harry Potter is a big thing in Europe, but not like here. And it was very fun because at the end it was like a lot of people, like really a lot of people, and they asked me to tattoo. So everything set it up, and there was people say like taking picture with me. No, you're coming from Italy here for Harry Potter Walking Day, so you're fucking famous. Take a pictures, and it was super crazy. It was like shocked to say, okay, let's do it. I'm fucking happy for that, you know. So that was a very great experience for me.
Sometimes for my friends, I used to do like more like an experience tattoo, and because I live in New York, and there's like one of the best hotels in the world. I would just rent like a high top floor hotel across the street from like Central Park or something with like panorama view and everything, and just tattoo them there. It's like super, it's just experience.
In California, even though I'm only like 2 hours from the snow, I've only been to the snow like twice in my entire, at this time I'd only been to the snow once in my life. So, and I went to go do the Winnipeg tattoo show in Winnipeg, and it was right after the polar vortex, so it was like -30, and I had no idea what that felt like in my entire life. I'm from, California, so when I showed up there, I just felt like my skin was just like burning from the cold. I just wasn't prepared for it, I showed up wearing like a t-shirt and like a light like jacket, and that's probably the most like intense thing, going to tattoo somewhere and just not knowing like how cold it could actually be. I don't know. Nothing actually with the tattoo related.
I've mainly just traveled inside the US. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think my insecurities and my fears personally and stuff that I struggle with has kept me away from super like outlandish experiences, or I guess I just try to control the situation because I have it in my mind, hey, I'm traveling for this purpose, right? To tattoo. So I'm in the hotel room, I'm trying to put the design together, right? While everyone else is trying to get me to go out and do all this other stuff. Not that I would love to, right? But then for me, doing that pushes, like, I start the day later, right? And then that alters the customer's experience. And then if I'm at a convention, I feel obligated to entertain the people that are coming to the booth to support me and support whoever's in the booth with me. So it's just like, there's all these factors, and I really try to stay the course. And that, it kind of puts me in a boring position sometimes. You know what I mean?
Favorite tattoo travel story? I wouldn't say is anything too crazy. I think for me, I love to travel. I don't really spend a lot of money on things as much as experiences. So my favorite tattoo travels are just going, meeting new friends, guesting at awesome shops. And the tattoo community is so small that I love it when I'm doing a convention somewhere and I see one of those people. And even though maybe I've met them once or twice, it's like seeing like an old friend, and we'll just immediately like hit it off and kind of pick up where we left off.
I've only really tattooed in Portland and in LA, and I've only ever had good experiences. I'd love to do more of it. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking for me at first, but since going back to the same shops a couple times, like, I start to feel more comfortable, and I'm just like excited to go back.
What's your favorite place you've been?
Ink Mag.
Only answer.
That's cool.
What's your Hogwarts house?
Well,
Have you seen the Harry Potter movies?
yeah, I saw it.
So they have like the different houses. There's
Yes.
like Gryffindor and Slytherin and Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. Which one's yours?
My favorite.
Yeah.
Like the Serpe Verde, like the evil, the green.
Slytherin.
Oh yeah.
What's the name?
Slytherin.
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 That one. My accent is so bad.
When you point the laser pointer at the butt plug, it's like it's like you have a laser pointer over the cat, you're just like, whoa!
Except for it was a diamond butt plug, so it made 50. It was like a disco ball of fucking lasers everywhere, and on MDMA it just enhanced it. It was a really weird thing. I don't know if I would partake in that again, but yeah. It was the craziest experience tattooing on the tattoo trip.